Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. As our new goal now, since we have passed 200 subscribers, thanks very much, by the way.
That's awesome.
My brother Carter is he's behind the camera.
I'm behind the camera. The other side, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Exactly that. Our next goal, I guess, would be 300, right? We'd hope to get that by, I don't know. I don't think we'd get it in a month.
I don't know. You know what's been really surprising though? The views.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I when I started this series, I did not expect it to go this well, and I'm very thankful for that because I've thought about doing this for a while, and it's very heartwarming. Thank you. But anyway, leave a like if you enjoy this video. Wait, I'm not at the end. We'll keep going.
Leave a like.
Leave a preemptive. You'll probably enjoy this like. Anyway.
We will prove ourselves.
Yeah, because it's like when they say hit the thumbs up, that makes sense. But leave a like makes it sound like you're on your way out, and it's like you're checking out at your job that you spent there for 7 hours. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, the Winnipeg Jets defeat the Montreal Canadiens 6-3. This game was weird. This game is so weird. Because here's the thing. Did the Jets play well? Yes. And this is so weird to me because I'm used to critiquing them even in their wins. Because, if we look at, for example, last game. The game before that, I missed half of it. But last game, though, we played absolutely dreadful. And we were able to come back, and it was a very emotional charged win with Pierre-Luc Dubois getting 2 goals and 1 assist. This game was kind of, I don't want to say the opposite of that, but it was like, I felt like we coasted in the first period, and I felt like in the second period, It wasn't an extraordinary period. I just felt like it was one of those times where every single chance we had, we happened to score on it. And that's a very unique situation for us because a lot of times I'm sitting here saying, well, if the bounces went that way or that way, the scoring could have been opened up a lot earlier. No, the scoring pretty much opened up right as soon as the first really good chance that came on net. So first off, going into this game, Beaulieu is the first-line defenseman. And I have in brackets, breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Also, Sami Niku is in the lineup. I have the same quote written next to that. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, fair credit to Niku, though. I actually didn't, he didn't grab a point in this game, which is saying something because a lot of guys actually grabbed points in this game. But he did play pretty well, actually. Beaulieu, though, it's funny. I didn't hate his game, but that's not and I guess for him that's an improvement, but there's nothing special here. There isn't. And I'm not, I try not to ride his case so much, but I think he took a penalty. No, he didn't take a penalty. That was Pionk that took it. But it was one of those things where it's like, okay, cool, you're there. You're being inconsequential. And I think I didn't have to really focus on him a lot because a lot of times the team as a whole was doing things either so-so or okay. And honestly, in a game like this, that worked. Also, Montreal has a new head coach because if you've heard any of the news around about what happened to Claude Julien.
We
actually have a video.
An entire video.
I decided to do a video on that no goal call and my thoughts on it, and I pretty much broke it down quite extensively, actually. So check that video out if you haven't already, or if you're just a Habs fan because. Yeah, actually, I'm very happy for that.
Very well to that.
Yes, and I'm fully understanding.
I wasn't sure because it was kind of a one-off thing. But
yes,
very pleased.
We could definitely do it again. Honestly,
absolutely.
People just tell us goals for me to do it on. But anyway, so Montreal is coming into this game 2-4-2 in their last 8. That's after they had a pretty successful first few games. So anyway, let's get right in. Right off the bat, there's a missed tripping penalty on Sami Niku, where Sami Niku's skate literally took the guy's stick with him, and I was like, and when I saw this right off the bat, I'm like, oh no. Fair play though. The reffing was consistently average. And this is what I mean. The reffing in this game was not great, but it wasn't painfully dreadful. Now, I know that I'm saying this as a fan of the team that came out on the winning side, so I'm fully aware to accept any and all criticism on the refereeing from the Habs fans. But I do have most of the stuff here anyway. Early in the game, though, and this is just something stupid, the Jets broadcaster said, Leafs and Habs when we come back. Yeah, screw it, reacting. Leafs and Habs on TSN. I guess I have to change the channel, because I obviously have the wrong game. Damn. He calls every Jets game. What a fuck up, eh? What a fuck up moment. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, so that isn't that just a silly little stupid thing. Anyway. There was this great opening pass. Actually, no, Nate Thompson in the lineup. So Harkins is out. Pretty much the more veteran fourth line. It's the vet fourth line. It's Perreault, Thompson. Yeah, I know we got a lot of reactions. Don't worry. I'm getting through that. Actually, I have a tendency to write more in the first period because I overanalyze in the first period. And then I realize in the second period, it all doesn't matter. Anyway. Second line looked pretty good in the first period, actually. Their zone entries looked very clean. First line, to me, pretty much confirms what I was saying in the last game, is they're not a team that's built for... They're not a line that's built for speed, but they're looking for seam passes, because they were looking for seam plays all over the ice. Big Montreal chance. Pionk makes a good play on that. And then Joel Armia comes in and scores. Great pass from Byron. No, Romanov, sorry. Up and just snipes on Hellebuyck. Like it's a mixture. Oh, of course it's Armia! The second I heard that name, I went, ah! He scores on us every freaking time. They made like an Instagram post, it's like when your ex moves on, it's like, ah! Like, oh, and you can see it too, because he's like scouting this. I think that's Romanov? Nice play, decision-making there, and that pass is really solid. And who's in the ice? Oh, more. Armia finds him. I'll explain later. Okay. And honestly, like I said, I knew he was going to score. I just knew it. He scores every time he plays here, I swear. And you know what? This is the one blemish, I think, that was the biggest problem of the game. Middle of the ice, that middle seam, 3 goals. Literally the same way. It was like playing an NHL 21 game. Like an NHL 21 online game. They just went, all right, right up the middle, or pass to the middle, or play on the boards, goes guess where? The middle. It was literally the same play, or variations of the same play 3 times that cost us goals here. And if we don't win this game, it looks a lot worse for it. Hughes gets a chance, Suzuki gets a chance, and then guess what? Armia again with a nice little tap-in. 2-0 Montreal. You want a reaction? Well, I want a better iPad. If I'm wondering, why the hell do we keep letting Joel Armia walk in? He doesn't play for us anymore! We are between the first and second intermission, because first and second period, second intermission, might as well be, doesn't matter. He's got 2 goals, probably on 2 shots, knowing our luck. Then Ben Sherrod almost scored.
and I'm annoyed. And that goal literally looks like a play that you make in NHL 21, also known as the only way you score in NHL 21.
Yeah, no, I was annoyed at this because it just felt like it just happened so easy. Like it was just like we were playing average, and then they played good for one shift, and average just wasn't good enough. If that makes sense. Like it's frustrating because you don't want to fall down 2-0 regularly, because one day you are not going to come back from it. That is just fact. Because you cannot go the entire season with 2-0 deficits at the beginning of all your frickin' games. You just can't. We got down in a 2-0 deficit to Toronto. How did that go? We lost.
Don't remind me.
Yeah. But yeah, and the first period, not much. So what I found out was Josh Anderson was actually injured in the first period. He collided with... I forget it. I forget who it was. They said it too. It might have been Dylan DeMello. I think they said he collided with. So he was out for the rest of the game. Byron had a breakaway, couldn't score on that. Blown chance by Kyle Connor. Weber takes a delay of game. He literally bats the puck out of midair. Yes, that is a penalty. And then Kyle Connor gets a power play goal in a scramble play to make it 2-1.
Going to provide some stability there. Yeah! Woo! All right.
Good there. Great play because it really forces how you need to impose some net presence on the side of the net, which is pretty much, I believe, with Scheifele or Wheeler, one of the two, because the other one's in front of the net that does it. That pretty much forces that puck to get to the area of the crease, and Price is caught at an angle where it's not really, because I'm this hand, but he's this hand, which is worse because he's kind of limited by his movement of the blocker, and it just kind of slips around him. And yeah, good goal for Kyle Connor there. Pionk takes a high sticking penalty. I missed this review, and they wouldn't show me it. So yeah, sure, why not? I'll just assume he did it. And then Thomas Tatar on the same freaking play makes it 3-1 on the power play. And when I mean it's same freaking play, it's the exact same thing as the HArmia. It is literally like paint by numbers, the goddamn same thing. Stop it, Winnipeg. I didn't hate Connor Hellebuyck. It's funny. Connor Hellebuyck didn't do... He didn't let in any bad goals, but I don't know. I'm so used to seeing him do that motion where he's like, and then it going in the net, that it's honestly like, well, maybe one of those you could have. Like, because it's always the same thing with him. If it's not the, and then bang, or the, or the this, that's how he gets scored on. But anyway, after that, we would have a lot of good zone control. And that would lead to Kyle Connor on a beautiful passing play to make it 3-2.
Yeah, but Dad, shut up! 5 seconds, Dad! We get it! You have the good TV! Does this count as breaking the fourth wall? What the hell?
In here. And then not long after that, Blake Wheeler would score. I believe he tips this. The memory is escaping me right now. And also, too, some of these camera... if I seem at all spaced out in the second period, it's because a lot of the technology I was using was dog in this period for some reason. My phone was being absolutely dumb because I never have any storage on it. And the iPad was deciding, you know what's cool? Death. Let's see if I can experiment with it. So if any of these reactions are, I'm sorry. And then at the end of the period, now this one, okay. No.
I forgot the second.
Did I for wheels?
Yeah, you forgot.
Yeah! Thank you! Woo!
Bang! Anyway, at the end of the period, Jeff Petrie, who's on my fantasy team, and if that doesn't become one of my favorite quotes to say, I don't know what will, gets... I thought he was getting a head contact penalty. He got it for a charging, which makes me a little question. Maybe I didn't see any jump, but I could have been wrong. I didn't see him leave his feet, I thought. All that happens is it's right at the end of the period. Kopp has it on the boards, and Petrie goes and hits him. And it kind of looks a little late. And he definitely makes contact with the head. Nothing serious. But literally, this is what happens. Like, he's about from me to the camera away from the ref. And goes like this to Kopp. And Kopp just goes. And it's like, well, is that the best penalty to call? No. Did you make that really easy to call? Yes. And it's 3 seconds left. Or, like, not even that. Like, you don't need to make that play, Petrie. So, like, I wouldn't blame the refs on that. Like, it's just a judgment call that he made wrong. I would be mad if the Jets took that penalty, too. And trust me, I would have experience in this area because the Jets like taking penalties in the last minute of the pissing play. Anyway, now... It's 3-3 after 2, which feels so weird. Like, I cannot get across how weird this game felt to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because it was just such an okay effort that got rewarded generously that it's like, okay, well, it's not like we had adversity or like where we truly fell out of the game. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know why I feel so weird about this game. But anyway... This is where the game gets really frickin' fun. So, first off, Sherratt takes a high-sticking penalty on Ehlers. I'm just gonna go out and say it. He didn't mean to do that, obviously. It's Ben Sherratt. He's not a murderer. And on the power play, we wouldn't score. But there was a lot of good puck movement. And then later after that, Nate Thompson goes wickets! Wickets! On Carey Price to make it 4-3 reaction here.
Nice. Oh, damn. Yeah! Like 3 seconds! You were so close! I'm still happy, though, but like... It's funny, because sometimes I can just tune it out, but it's hard. Oh, this is... Oh, wickets! Oh, Nate Thompson. It's interesting.
And then after that, Wheeler takes a hooking penalty. And Wheeler knows that he doesn't need to make this play because Wheeler... It's one of those hooking penalties where the a forward gets over...
The screen on the touchpad.
Oh, right. Okay. It's one of those plays where the forward gets over... I don't want to say overexcited on the play where he's back checking and decides he wants to kind of catch up to the player breaking into the zone. But he doesn't need to because there's like 3 bodies around it. Wheeler comes in, just gets arm around him. That's a hook. Yep. Very good penalty kill, though. I didn't feel at risk, like they were at risk of scoring on us at all. Edmondson slashes Shifley's stick literally out of his hands. There is no argument you can make to tell me that is not a penalty. And we don't score on the power play, but we set up the fundamentals for the next goal, that is Pierre-Luc Dubois, doobie-doobie-doo, scoring on an open net to bury it after a great play to make it 5-3.
Yeah! Woo! He is now over a point per game! Yeah!
And then, this is an interesting one. HArmia gets absolutely dunked by Pierre-Luc Dubois in our own zone. And it wasn't like a crushing hit or something, but he knocked him something because he just went off. And Joel Armia, I think it's Joel Armia. If it's not Joel Armia, then I'm wrong. And comment down below who it actually is. Joel Armia gets pissed. Like, actually pissed. Luc Dubois doesn't have Luc Dubois had the puck at some point, pass off. He goes over him and pretty much just throws his body at him a little bit. Not like a full-on, like, sucker punch, but, like, full-on shove. And just, like, keep hitting him. So Pierre-Luc Dubois just goes, okay, slash. None of this gets called. And you know what? Sure. Because don't get me wrong, Pierre-Luc Dubois 100% slashed Armia after that. But if you're going to call Pierre-Luc Dubois, you're calling Armia too, because Armia instigated that. He got hit cleanly and then did not like that play. And I speak highly of Armia, but I don't know why he was really upset here. Maybe it was high, but I didn't see that. Like, it didn't look high to me. Maybe he felt different.
Don't you have a reaction to this one? Or
no. No. And then afterwards, Corey Perry and Ehlers get into a fight. Reaction here.
Ehlers! Okay, please win this. Ehlers! Please, Ehlers! Ehlers, please! Come on, Ehlers! Oh, no. Not Perry. Well, Perry grabs him immediately, and he's like, you know what I need to do first? I need to take his helmet off, because then I could punch him. And it's like, oh, I fucking hate you, Corey.
And like I said in my reaction, Perry is such a little shit here, because he's so smart when he goes to fight Ehlers. He immediately pulls Ehlers' helmet off him. So he can just start teeing off on Ehlers. Ehlers has to worry about breaking his frickin' hand on that guy's thick skull and also the helmet. Yeah, you know what? I've done 2 reactions to fight now, and we're 0-2. Pick it up, boys. Get Lowry in there. It's what he's good at. And then, not long after that, so this was weird. After this, the Montreal Canadiens did what I can best describe as the home run pass strategy. 2 straight face-offs, win the draw, whoosh, all the way down the ice. And I was like, the hell are they doing? Then the second time they did it again, and the Montreal player got to the puck in the corner. I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. Yeah, that didn't pan out at all. There's a missed tripping penalty on Kyle Connor. I don't think the refs really cared at this point because it was a 2-goal game. And it didn't seem consequential. And then after that, Scheifele would score. Wheeler, to his credit, misses the open net, busts his ass to get down there and set up Scheifele to score in the empty net. 6-3 reaction here.
There's a lot of videos today, so it cut out a bit. But immediately reaction to this, great hustle by Wheelers. Great hustle by Wheeler to get that set up Mark Scheifele. Right away. Yay.
And that's about it. Like, this game was really solid. And Scheifele continues to stay hot. He's on an 11-game point streak. Absolutely insane. And now, if anyone's paying attention, Pierre-Luc Dubois is now over a point per game. And I'm not going to say anything, but I heard a little birdie told me that the Columbus Blue Jackets lost 2-0 today. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. I'm just saying, the players they got in that trade are doing well. Their team is not. That's all I'm saying. They're losing games to Chicago. They're getting shut out by Chicago. You know, the defensive juggernaut that is the Chicago Blackhawks. Yeah, we all know about them.
With the Calder nominee.
with the Calder grad school over there. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no. If I'm looking back at this game, honestly, maybe it's because it was a little stale to me that I've seen this game before. And it wasn't that, like, because this game, it reflects so many different, it reflects the Edmonton comeback win, the Ottawa comeback win. I thought we were going to lose this game. I was excited when we did it, but then afterwards I was like, am I okay with this? That we always decide to show up late to the party? Like, that, and that's the thing, because don't get me wrong, I'm happy we won, but it kind of begs the question, can we always get away with this? And if we can, what does that say for the teams in our division? Because don't get me wrong, I think Montreal is good. And I think a lot of the teams in our division is good. But are they great? And would we be able to pull this off against a great team? Could we do this to the Toronto Maple Leafs? I would argue probably not. Because I think if you give the Maple Leafs a 2-0 lead, they probably bury you in a grave 6 feet under after that. And that's not even taking into account the identity of all the other divisional teams and stuff like that. I don't know. And it's funny because I look at this division and I think, and I want to tell myself this is the best competition. I don't know if it is. And that is a sobering thought, isn't it? But, like, what if the team that comes out of this division gets swept? Just done. All that prep to get beaten down in 4 games by whatever central champion or... You know what I mean? Like, it's weird, but I don't know. I want wins to not have to be so ugly in the first half. Because, well, I will take this win all day. But it could have been solved a lot earlier. But yeah, so top 3 performers, I would say, are... let me think here. Top 3 performers. I will hit you, Carter. He's like he's getting the cane out. That's because we gotta edit a lot after this.
We have like a good few minutes.
Anyway,
of footage.
third. Third, I'll give it to Nate Thompson because he scored a goal. It's my list. Go f*** yourself. I'm just kidding. Please come again. Number 2, I will give to Kyle Connor because he had 2 goals and he only scored 1 of them on the power play. And for Kyle Connor, that's an achievement because Kyle Connor likes to make a living on the power play. He is the right side of the Patrick Laine type goal scorer. And number 1, obviously, is Mark Scheifele. I thought about putting Blake Wheeler here. I decided, no, I'll put Mark Scheifele because it's 11 pissing games, and that is important. So yeah, no, that is our list, and my list. What am I, a top 10? Jesus Christ, I've been watching too much YouTube. No, that's top 3, and honestly... yeah, that's about it. We'll be back for the next Jets game, and also for hopefully some Star Wars content in the future.
Yeah, I think we're getting close to finishing that Rebels Season 2.
Oh, God, I hope so. I'm taking notes because it's taken us so long. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did so. Comment down below your thoughts on this game, your thoughts on anything, honestly. And be sure to follow us on Instagram at Owen Hockey Podcast. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.